Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Waller's Wallet, and today we're going to take a look at a hotel credit card that does not receive a lot of attention, and that is the Radisson Premier credit card by US Bank. Now, US Bank is known to be a tougher bank on people with a higher number of inquiries. So if you're someone who's been aggressive in opening credit cards, it might be best to wait before applying for this credit card if you are considering opening the Radisson Premier credit card. Now, before we even get going on this review, I think it's important to know that US Bank actually offers two different versions of the Radisson card when you were to apply for the Radisson Premier credit card. And there are some pretty big differences between these two options. And based on US Bank's application for this credit card, it does say that the two different versions of the Radisson Visa credit card, there is the Radisson Rewards Premier credit card and the Radisson Platinum Visa credit card. And you are going to be considered first for the Radisson Premier Visa signature card, but if you do not qualify for the Radisson Premier Visa card, then you're going to be considered for the Radisson Rewards Platinum Visa card. And these two credit cards are just two fundamentally different credit cards in their earning rates, bonus, and even their annual fee. So it's important to know which one you're going to get when you are approved for this credit card. But in this review, we're only going to look at the Radisson Premier credit card. Now let's take a look at the sign-up bonus. Currently, the Radisson Premier credit card is offering a 120,000 point Radisson bonus after you were to spend $3,000 in the first 90 days. But the usual offer on this credit card is up to 85,000 points, where you were to receive 50,000 points after your first purchase and another 35,000 points after you were to spend $2,500 in the first 90 days. Now let's take a look at the earning rates. The Radisson Premier credit card earns 10 points per dollar at Radisson properties and 5 points per dollar on all other purchases. This means you're going to earn a lot of Radisson points really quickly with this credit card, but more points per transaction does not mean more valuable points. Now let's take a look at the annual fee. The Radisson Premier credit card has a $75 annual fee and it is not waived in the first year. But this card actually has a benefit that might make it worth paying its annual fee, because each year you hold the Radisson Premier credit card and pay the annual fee, you're going to receive 40,000 points each year, which is good for up to a Category 4 hotel. And I feel this benefit is worth between $120 to $160. So if you're someone who stays at Radisson properties, this might actually be worth paying this annual fee for those 40,000 points. Now, taking a look at the foreign transaction fee, unfortunately, the Radisson Premier credit card has foreign transaction fees even though it comes with a $75 annual fee. And you're going to pay a 2% foreign transaction fee when the transaction is made in US dollars and a 3% foreign transaction fee on transaction made in foreign currency. But I've always found this to be an odd structure for foreign transaction fees, since most banks just charge one fee for a foreign transaction fee. Now let's take a look at our redemption options. And you can redeem your Radisson reward points for award stays, using cash and points, even redeeming for airline miles, and there are a few other ways as well that I really just don't think is worth your time. And when redeeming for reward nights, you don't receive a high cent per point value. Now when I did my video on hotel point values, I found Radisson points to be between 0.3 to 0.4 cents per point. So with those values, the bonus on this credit card is worth between $360 to $480, which really isn't a terrible value for a bonus. Now, while there is a cash and points option, I found there to be a large cash co-payment, and the point values were still on the lower side, but were between 0.3 to 0.5 cents per point. And another option is to redeem your points for airline miles, but you'd be redeeming them at 10 Radisson points to 1 airline mile. And this is an absolutely terrible ratio, and even though they offer it, you really shouldn't even consider it. Now let's take a look at the other benefits on this credit card. The Radisson Premier credit card gives you gold status within Radisson. And this comes with benefits like complimentary room upgrades, early check-in and late checkout, and even an in-room welcome gift. But unfortunately, you do need to be a platinum member to receive free breakfast at Radisson hotels if that's important to you. But if you're a big spender, then the Radisson credit card has a benefit that you might actually like. Because when you spend $10,000 in a card member year, you're going to receive a free night certificate at a Radisson property located in the US. And what makes this benefit potentially a really good benefit is the fact you can earn up to 3 of these certificates. Now, while this would take $30,000 in spend, you would receive 3 free night certificates and a minimum of 150,000 points for your hotel stays. Now, this benefit definitely isn't reachable for everyone, but if you are a big spender and stay at Radisson properties, this could be a decent benefit for you. But I do wish they'd extend their free night certificates to their international properties as well, since limiting it to the US does make this certificate just a bit more restrictive. So who's this card going to be good for? Now, the Radisson Premier credit card I think has a smaller crowd of people who's it going to be good for. This might be a good card for someone who's in that mid to late game looking for a decent hotel card. Or if you're someone who's a large spender and can take advantage of those 3 free domestic certificates, which is actually a pretty nice benefit if you can reach it. And who's this credit card not going to be good for? I think for many people, there are just better credit cards on the market than the Radisson Premier credit card. This card isn't going to be good for someone who's still in the early credit card game, or someone who wants more flexible options, or prefers to stay at higher end properties. So to sum it up, when applying for the Radisson Premier credit card, US Bank could actually approve you for a different card depending on your credit. The earning rates seem pretty good until you just see how much the points are actually worth. Receiving 40,000 points for paying the annual fee might just be worth it for some people, but I think overall, this is probably not a card most people are going to benefit from. So tell me, what do you think of the Radisson Premier credit card? Hey, if you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up, or if you know somebody who might benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. And if you want to help support the channel, a simple way is to use links on our website or in the descriptions below. And if you like learning about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, or just flat out traveling for less, consider hitting the subscribe button down below. And until next time, safe travels and take care.